Everyone's chasing the next AI app, the next fintech unicorn, or that hot DTC brand that raised 40 million and still isn't profitable. Or they're stampeding towards that HVAC, plumbing, or accounting firms because someone on X said that those were the hot roll-up plays of 2025. But let me ask you this. What if the real opportunity isn't the loud stuff? What if the best deals right now are quiet little service businesses, hyper specialized, overlooked, and sitting at 2 to 3x cash flow because no one on LinkedIn wants to talk about them? In this video, I'm breaking down 3 undervalued business types that most buyers are ignoring right now and why smart, patient operators before the herd even notices. Hi, I'm John Stoddard. I help buyers close $33 million in small business acquisitions, and I've raised $50 million to fund deals. I help first-time buyers find, fund, and close their first business without wasting years chasing junk deals or losing sleep over rookie mistakes. If you're working full-time and trying to acquire a business on the side, this one's for you. So let's dive in. There's a strange thing happening in the market right now. Everyone is distracted by shiny AI startups, speculative SaaS plays, or over-leveraged roll-ups. I just found a accounting firm doing 2.5 million that was bought for 9x by a PE firm. Meanwhile, there are undervalued cash flowing businesses with real customers, real margins, and no competition sitting on the sidelines. Most buyers overlook these businesses because they're just not sexy. They're not VC backed. They're not scalable to the moon. But they're stable, profitable, and in the right hands, incredibly valuable. Today, I'm going to break down 3 types that are ripe for acquisition and why now is the time to move. Let's talk about the macro for just 60 seconds. Interest rates are up, lending is tighter, buyers are spooked. PE firms are holding back on smaller deals. So, what's happening here? A ton of amazing small businesses, especially ones outside tech or healthcare, are being ignored. There's a kind of a vacuum forming here. And buyers who are willing to zig while others zag, they're getting deals at 2 to 3x EBITDA while the market is still recalibrating. Buffett always said, be greedy when others are fearful. This could be one of those moments. Let's start with the least sexy, but maybe the most powerful category, the hyper-specialized service businesses. Think fire sprinkler maintenance, commercial HVAC control systems, elevator repair, industrial cleaning for food facilities, even hyper niche B2B consultants. These businesses have low overhead and are usually owner operated and often generate recurring revenue under long-term contracts. The key? Nobody wants to start them. So there's almost zero competition. One of my interviews bought a business that does industrial fan repair. They work 9 food manufacturing plants. There's no Google ads, no sales teams, no SEO, just relationships. Cash flow is rock solid. And the owner was ready to retire but had no succession plan. He got it at 2.5x earnings with seller financing. These are gold mines and nobody's looking for them. The second opportunity, legacy manufacturing companies, especially ones that haven't caught up with the times. Let's say you walk in and find paper-based inventory, no CRM system, outdated machinery, an operator who's been there 30 years and knows everything but written nothing down. And that's the opportunity. Because if you can add basic process automation, streamline the procurement, or improve margins by 5 to 10% with better pricing logic, you can 10x the value over time. Remember that accounting firm I talked about earlier? I was on a PO accounting webinar recently. Brandon, the founder, said he just sold a $5 million revenue accounting firm for 9x EBITDA. Let's assume a generous 50% net. That's 2.5 million EBITDA. 9x means someone paid almost $19 million. Now, if it's PE and they're stacked 50% of debt, that's $2 million a year in debt service. It only makes sense if they know how to grow, streamline, and optimize. That's the kind of the same mindset you could apply to a manufacturer. Find the company that still runs on carbon copy invoices and give it a modern spine. All right, type number 3, localized experienced retail. Yeah, everyone says retail is dead, Amazon's killing it. Except it's not, especially not for, let's say, niche hobby stores, specialty bike shops, board game cafes, indoor climbing gyms, or art supply stores with community classes. These are retail businesses built around an identity. They're kind of community hubs. Everybody needs a community social media following, owned by someone who's been doing it for 20 years. You could walk in and they know every customer's name. They sponsor the local baseball team. They run after school events and host the weekend workshops. You cannot Amazon that. And because the media keeps screaming about the retail apocalypse, valuations are low. Here's the opportunity. If you added a subscription model, launch an online fulfillment for your top SKUs, and create a membership-based loyalty program, you're not just buying a business, you're buying a community-backed brand. That's the moat. These opportunities are everywhere, but buyers walk right past them because of bad assumptions. Hey, it's too boring. There's no tech, or it's not scalable. I don't know the industry. Here's the truth. You don't have to love the business, but you need to love the cash flow. And in many cases, the best move isn't trying to become the operator. It's finding the right manager to run it for you. You provide the capital and strategic oversight. They run the day-to-day. That's actually how you build wealth. Quietly, efficiently, and without all the noise. So, if you want the playbook, I help users to go from working full-time to business ownership and without blowing up their lives or making rookie mistakes. You should grab my book, dealflowsystem.net ebook. It's in the description down below. It's $19.99, and it's packed with real-world acquisition strategies, deal structures, and frameworks that will help you avoid dead-end deals and win the right ones. You don't have to make this leap alone. You just have to know how to leap and win. I'm John Stoddard, and I'll see you on the next one.